Hello and welcome to our vlog of climbing Snowdon. What we've done is we've come down to Llanberis and that's where we are parking for the day, £5 all day. Alan's just putting it through. There's an app that you can pay the parking on, and then we'll catch the bus back to where we're starting Snowdon. You can park at Snowdon, but it's £40 a day. There's not actually that many spaces, and if you want to do that you do need to pre-book. So yeah, we'll park here, catch the bus back. I think that's just a couple of quid, and then we'll start the climb. So we've had a hearty breakfast at the hotel, and we've got plenty of snacks and water with us. I think down here temps are going to hit about 18-19 today, but once you get up Snowdon it's a lot colder. So clothing wise, I've got this running top on, or a sports top. I've got a little sports bra on. I've got some running leggings, some comfortable leggings, and then I've got some proper hiking boots and some proper hiking socks. And then in my backpack I've got a very comfortable proper walking backpack, one that doesn't sort of rest on your back, so you're not getting too sweaty. So in there I've got a change of top in case I get a bit too sweaty, or once we get to the summit, if we've been sweating on the way up. I've got a little waterproof / windproof. I've got 2 bottles of water, sunglasses, sunscreen, various snacks, because obviously it's going to take us a good few hours, but I've not got lunch as such, so I've got different bars and biscuits, that sort of thing, quite high calorie sugary snacks that will keep us going. And I've got some gloves as well in case it gets a bit cold. Got plasters. What else have I got? My phone, obviously. So that's just a quick rundown kit wise. So we've just caught the bus. It was half an hour, cost £2, and we've arrived at Penny Pass. This is the route that Alan and I are doing. We're pretty active people, so we've picked not one of the easiest routes, but it's not one of the hardest either. So I'll just give you a quick look around here. There is a cafe, there's toilets. The toilets were clean and had toilet paper, and you can get a bus here, or as I said earlier, there is quite a bit of parking actually. It's a bit more parking than I thought, but 40 quid is a bit steep. So I'll just show you what it looks like around here before we start the actual walk. So this is where the buses and taxis come in, and then you've got this little area here. I think you can actually stay over there. There's hotel accommodation if you want it. And then you've got this little area here with a little cafe, and the toilets are in there. Plenty of parking if you want to do it, 40 quid, and then I believe that's the route that we're going to be starting on. And off we jolly well go. Started the satellite watches. Starting on his voyage to the summit of Snowdon. So this just gives you an idea of the terrain that we're walking up. So it obviously is a proper path with loose chippings. So we've been going for 10 minutes and we've already covered, well, come up a long way. You can see all the cars in the distance. So we've just reached the first lake in, how long has that taken us? Just over 13 minutes. Much quieter up here, very tranquil. The wind's dropped a bit as well, thankfully. Just want the sun to come out a little bit now so we can see how pretty it is. So we've just done our first mile. I had to put my rain jacket on because it was getting a bit chilly. The wind's dropped a bit, but I'm just Can't believe how cold. I've set off cold, which is not a good idea. But yeah, it's so peaceful up here. It's lovely. The air's fresh. We're marching at quite a pace. I'm sounding a bit out of breath. Search and rescue going on. So this route we've taken it's a little bit more scenic. Look, we've got the water here, sort of a stone bridge there. It's amazing how much ground you cover in such a short period of time, and the scenery, it just changes all the time. I was just saying to Alan, it's certainly not boring. I don't know, I think I thought it'd be just a bit more like that all the way up. That's where we've come from. And that's where we're going, all over there. Lots of sheep to keep us company. So now we're just approaching the bit round the corner here. Alan's just said is an old mine. I'm not sure if it's for copper or for tin. This bit there, the bit poking out. So this is the old the mine that I've just shown you from a distance away. A couple of sheep in there. Lord of the Manor. So we're about 35 minutes up, and this is sort of the first bit of slightly more challenging terrain. All the way up
3k we've done.
3k we've done, and this is sort of what you hit here. Right, yes, so the actual walk has started properly now. Gloves are off, coats off, and we're walking alongside this river on these rather large cobbles. We have overtaken quite a few people as well. So I'm not going to stop for long because I don't want to get cold. So yeah, it's getting a bit more challenging now. This is why you need strong, sensible footwear. We're both wearing Salomon Gore-Tex walking boots, really protective around the ankles. With some proper walking socks, so we're not getting any rubs or blisters so far. And as you can hear, I'm getting a bit out of breath because I'm trying to talk. Look at this. Beautiful. All the water running down the mountain. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, it flattens out every now and again. But once you hit this part, these big boulders go on for quite a while. And Alan tells me this is what it's going to be like or harder now. So we're at the top of this part. That was quite challenging, I have to say. We're absolutely fine, but you have to concentrate not to fall off the rocks. So we're an hour in, just going to stop and have a quick drink, take in scenery. And we've done 2.7 miles. Beautiful stream going all the way there. Just come round the corner to this beautiful, stunning scenery, and Alan has just told me we're going up there. I did not realise it was going to be quite as challenging as this. Goodness gracious me. So Alan was saying there's some other routes. This is where the other routes sort of go up and you join. So we're going up into the clouds. This water's so clear. It's almost like a big lagoon. So we just come off the piste, off the track a bit for a natural break, a little snack, put in a bit of lip salon and a bit of water before we attempt this first ascent. Right, so this is the bit we're just about to do. I'm not going to film this bit going up here because I don't want to be tripping over or falling. But this is a little bit more challenging, so I need to concentrate. So we've done the first bit. There's not a route as such, you just sort of pick out the safest stones. But we've been okay so far. And now we've got a bit more to go. So we've done this bit now, and you can see the two ponds, or whatever you want to call them. Absolutely gorgeous. So that was pretty challenging, but we're okay, we've done it. I'm not too out of breath. So we're at the top of this little section before we join. What's the other one we're about to join, Alan?
The pig track.
Pig track. Yeah, we've made it in one piece, thankfully. It was quite challenging, I have to say. I'm a little bit sweaty. Definitely wear walking boots, climbing boots. A lot of people are doing it in trainers, but you need the protection around your ankles that the boots offer, and also the grips. And because the soles of the shoes are really quite stiff, going over the big boulders, it just helps you. It's just a bit more comfortable, I suppose. So now we're going to just climb up this little bit here and join the other trail. So this is where we've come from, all the way down there. So we've now reached 3.4 miles.
Do you know the way? I was like, yeah.
And we've done that in just over an hour and a half. Absolutely glorious. So this is the sort of terrain that we've hit now. You just have to pick bits out, the safest bits. A lot of it is, on your hands and knees, some of it, getting up the steeper parts. The clouds have come in a lot, and this is the view. We're in a cloud. And there's Alan. Yes, so there are sort of big boulders that make steps, but some of it is a little bit more sort of make your own way up. But so far we've been okay. So we're at the top, and look what's come to see us. A couple of little sheeps. Hello! Some biscuits. Oh, look how friendly they are. Oh. Warm? So friendly. So we've reached the top in just over, it was about 2 hours 10 minutes. It's very busy up here, and obviously because of COVID we need to be a bit careful, so we've just tucked in behind a little wall and we've changed clothes quickly. I've took my top off and put a new dry layer on, and then I've put my windproof jacket back on because it is pretty nippy up here, and we've just stopped to have a bit of a drink and some food, and Alan's just taking some photos, and then we will start our descent down. Which way we're going down?
Llanberis Pass.
Llanberis Pass, or pass as I would say. So the terrain coming down is actually a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's quite hard on the old ankles and knees and shins as you're coming down. Some parts of it are really quite steep, and yeah, a few hairy moments where we've done a few skids. Some parts of the mountain are very, very windy, and we're just protected now by, oh, someone went for a burton then, by the side of the mountain. So we found a spot which is out of the breeze a bit, but it does get pretty nippy. I'm so glad we've changed clothes. Absolutely unbelievable how the climate changes in this place. Look how glorious it is over here now. So the gradient coming down the mountain has subsided a bit, thankfully. I think my shins and thighs are going to be grateful of that. But it's unbelievable how the weather changes on here. I'll just do a little whip round and you can see either side the difference where the clouds are. So that's sort of where we've come from. We've got a bit of a quiet patch with no people. And then that's where you go to. The sun's gone in a little bit now. So this is the sort of the terrain now coming down. It's gone from the bigger boulders, moved back down to sort of the pebbles. So there is a little coffee shop. You can't go in, but they are selling drinks. Absolutely beautiful. You can even see the top of Snowdon now. Looks like clouds have cleared a bit. There's the famous train going up. You didn't think it was running, but it is, and it's got people on it. Beautiful. Thankfully it's sort of spaced out with people now. Some parts of it there's been a heck of a lot of people, it's been very busy. But then you get the odd bit where there's nobody around, when it's nice and quiet and you can just lose yourself in your own thoughts. Look at the little valleys down there. And the valleys, beautiful. I've never been anywhere where the weather and temperatures change so much within a short space of time. It's now really warm. I've had to take the gloves off, the raincoat off, or the windproof, and I'm now just leggings and sports top in the glorious sunshine. So peaceful. We've got to a bit now where there's hardly anybody, which is lovely. Look at that. To think we have been on the top of that mountain. We've walked up there under our own steam. What an achievement. Wow. So not far to go now. We've come around this side of the walk, and we are just got a little bit further to go. I can see land. Just got about another, about another mile, I think. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this. On the final little bit now. Down a very, very steep road. It's nice to feel a bit of normality under your feet rather than a rubble. Beautiful horses on the way down. So the final bit, just down there, was quite steep. So we've managed to do it, and I think we've finished in about, I would say, just under 4 hours, if I take away the stop time where we stopped and had a bit of food and that sort of thing. Absolutely thoroughly enjoyable day. No blisters. Definitely wear walking boots and some decent socks and change of clothing. Prepare yourself for all weathers. We've seen everything up there. It didn't rain, thankfully, but it got very cold, and then coming down it got very hot, so preparation is key. So I hope you've enjoyed that. We've had a fabulous time. Definitely recommend it.